Prison Lab seats are keeping me so secure on this hill. I'd be everywhere, but I'm locked in with these. I feel like I'm like being hugged the whole time. And dude, I just got these gloves, so sick. These things with the seat, you can't beat that combo.
We're in Japan and we're on tour.
We go to 3 track days on this tour. We got Mayhan, Bihoku, and TKL.
Then we're going to take you to up garages. We're going to go check out awesome workshops like Rocket Bunny, Trial, you name it, we got it.
You know it, it's going to be jam-packed. We're also going to take this tour to Ebisu for a 7-day add-on to the November tour.
And we're going to be hanging doors with guys like Adam LC, people from Aussie, everybody you've ever wanted to see. I think there's even going to be some sneaky Drift Masters guys there. And Ryusei is coming in for a pop too.
And you know it's going to be all recorded like a documentary, so you can see what we're doing here on tour by the one and only Ben down the street.
So, are you wondering why you haven't joined this tour? Because I am too. So come and do some skids with us and change your life.
These Prison Lab seats are keeping me so secure on this hill. I'd be everywhere, but I'm locked in with these. I feel like I'm like being hugged the whole time. And dude, I just got these gloves, so sick. These things with the seat, you can't beat that combo.
We're in Japan and we're on tour.
on this tour. We got Mayhan, Bihoku, and TKL.
Then we're going to take you to up garages. We're going to go check out awesome workshops like Rocket Bunny, Trial, you name it, we got it.
You know what? It's going to be jam-packed. We're also going to take this tour to Ebisu for a 7-day add-on to the November tour.
And we're going to be hanging doors with guys like Adam LC, people from Aussie, everybody you've ever wanted to see. I think there's even going to be some sneaky Drift Masters guys there. And Ryusei's coming in for a pop too.
And you know it's going to be all recorded like a documentary, so you can see what we're doing here on tour by the one and only Ben down the street.
So, are you wondering why you haven't joined this tour? Because I am too. So come and do some skids with us and change your life.
These Prisma Lab seats are keeping me so secure on this hill. I'd be everywhere, but I'm locked in with these. I feel like I'm being hugged the whole time. And dude, I just got these gloves, so sick. These things with the seat, you can't beat that combo.
We're in Japan and we're on tour.
We go to 3 track days on this tour. We got Mayhan, Bihoku, and TKL.
Then we're going to take you to up garages. We're going to go check out awesome workshops like Rocket Bunny, Trial, you name it, we got it.
You know what? It's going to be jam-packed. We're also going to take this tour to Ebisu for a 7-day add-on to the November tour.
And we're going to be hanging doors with guys like Adam LC, people from Aussie, everybody you've ever wanted to see. I think there's even going to be some sneaky Drift Masters guys there. And Ryusei's coming in for a pop too.
And you know it's going to be all recorded like a documentary, so you can see what we're doing here on tour by the one and only Ben down the street.
So, are you wondering why you haven't joined this tour? Because I am too. So come and do some skids with us and change your life.
These Prison Lab seats are keeping me so secure on this hill. I'd be everywhere, but I'm locked in with these. I feel like I'm like being hugged the whole time. And dude, I just got these gloves, so sick. These things with the seat, you can't beat that combo.
We're in Japan and we're on tour.
We go to 3 track days on this tour. We got Mayhan, Bihoku, and TKL.
Then we're going to take you to up garages. We're going to go check out awesome workshops like Rocket Bunny, Trial, you name it, we got it.
You know what? It's going to be jam-packed. We're also going to take this tour to Ebisu for a 7-day add-on to the November tour.
And we're going to be hanging doors with guys like Adam LC, people from Aussie, everybody you've ever wanted to see. I think there's even going to be some sneaky Drift Masters guys there. And Ryusei's coming in for a pop too.
And you know it's going to be all recorded like a documentary, so you can see what we're doing here on tour by the one and only band down the street.
So, are you wondering why you haven't joined this tour? Because I am too. So come and do some skids with us and change your life.
These Prison Lab seats are keeping me so secure on this hill. I'd be everywhere, but I'm locked in with these. I feel like I'm like being hugged the whole time. And dude, I just got these gloves, so sick. These things with the seat, you can't beat that combo.
We're in Japan and we're on tour.
Mayhan, Bihoku, and TKL.
Then we're going to take you to up garages. We're going to go check out awesome workshops like Rocket Bunny, Trial, you name it, we got it.
You know what? It's going to be jam-packed. We're also going to take this tour to Ebisu for a 7-day add-on to the November tour.
And we're going to be hanging doors with guys like Adam LC, people from Aussie, everybody you've ever wanted to see. I think there's even going to be some sneaky Drift Masters guys there. And Ryusei's coming in for a pop too.
And you know it's going to be all recorded like a documentary, so you can see what we're doing here on tour by the one and only Ben down the street.
So, are you wondering why you haven't joined this tour? Because I am too. So come and do some skids with us and change your life.
These Prison Lab seats are keeping me so secure on this hill. I'd be everywhere, but I'm locked in with these. I feel like I'm being hugged the whole time. And dude, I just got these gloves, so sick. These things with the seat, you can't beat that combo.
We're in Japan, we're on tour.
We go to 3 track days on this tour. We got Mayhan, Bihoku, and TKL.
Then we're going to take you to up garages. We're going to go check out awesome workshops like Rocket Bunny, Trial, you name it, we got it.
You know what? It's going to be jam-packed. We're also going to take this tour to Ebisu for a 7-day add-on to the November tour.
And we're going to be hanging doors with guys like Adam LC, people from Aussie, everybody you've ever wanted to see. I think there's even going to be some sneaky Drift Masters guys there. And Ryusei's coming in for a pop too.
And you know it's going to be all recorded like a documentary, so you can see what we're doing here on tour by the one and only Ben down the street.
So, are you wondering why you haven't joined this tour? Because I am too. So come and do some skids with us and change your life.
on today's episode, it's going to
Do we have audio?
Good audio.
Like
Check, 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 check. Yeah. Got back on audio.
Let me see if I can. Hey, anybody watching the stream, can you comment whether or not the sound is working for us? We got sound box?
Mic check, mic check.
Hello, everybody. Okay, now we do have sound bonkers. We're good. Okay, perfect. Everybody, welcome out to Ultimate Drifting Challenge Round 9. This is our penultimate round. Our normal announcer, Hayden, is obviously not here. We really miss him. We're excited to get him back when we can get him back. He really puts a great face onto the series, and we really appreciate him. For now, you're going to have to deal with me a little bit. I'm not an announcer. I'm here more just to help out my buddy Kenny here. Welcome out, Kenny.
How you guys doing today? This is, like you said, it's round 9, the penultimate round, and it's going to be a great day here in Redding, California, Northern California. We got 10, 11, 12 drivers, and it's a short little tight course here. Should be a lot of fun for these drivers. And we got round 10 coming up here on at Pikes Peak, and it will be October 24th through the 26th, and it'll be the final round, followed on Sunday by the final round of the finalist drivers, all competing for the grand prize, which is...
So the grand prize for this year is a really exciting thing that we were able to coordinate with Drift Japan Tours out of Australia, and they are going to give away a prize to the winner of our overall series for 215 and the winner of our overall series for 235 class, and those
Pretty
guys are going to
cool
go
prize.
on a trip to Japan.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool prize.
Yeah.
Doesn't get much better than that.
I'm going to go ahead and radio down to the start line over there to let them know that we're ready here on the live stream real quick.
And on that note,
hey guys, we're good on the live stream. We're live. We're ready to send cars. Go ahead.
we're going to thank Dakota, our FPV pilot here, and Daniel Volkov with Gremlin Racing, one of our judges, Josh Salt, another one of our judges, and Bobby Maniz, another one of our judges. So thanks for those guys for coming out and donating their time to judge.
Yeah, Bobby is one of our owners and operators of Ultimate Drifting Challenge. He, myself, and Bailey, Cat Daddy Tuning, some of you may know, started this last year. This is our second year of doing UDC. It's become a lot bigger. We brought on Tim Keenel from Race Club Fabrication as well to run things with us. So Bobby's been pretty much our main judge this year. We've had a good rotation of guest judges.
Yeah, I met him earlier. Seems like a super cool guy.
Yeah, so those guys will do a great job. We're really excited to have Daniel come out and help us out. And Josh has actually been a regular judge for us as well throughout the series.
Oh, yeah. That helps a lot to have consistent judging. Makes for people to know what they're going to get out of the competition. It helps a lot, for sure. Volkov's coming out today from Reno to help, as I understand.
Yep.
So, right on. Cool.
Yeah, he's the owner of Gremlin Racing.
Yeah.
He's got a long history of working with FD teams and a lot of drifters and everything like that.
Awesome.
So great racing pedigree. Looks like we do have the cars coming out over here. We're not going to be able to see it on this camera very well, but we're going to get our drone up momentarily so that we can... Oh, wait, we do have the drone up. Sorry about that, guys.
Get these boys on the camera here and get our first runs underway. So the way the format works is everybody's going to get 5 battles per round. You're going to get 5 battles per round. And 2 different rounds. The way you get close to the names of 5 points, watch the video. We're going to do a great car messes up for any reason, if you have to bow out for a battle, get off the track, get your car as fast as you can. If you can get back before your next battle, you keep battling. If you don't get back before your next battle, keep working on your car until you fix it, and get back out on the track as soon as you can. A super cool, unique format I haven't seen before, and I'm excited to see how it works out. These guys are going to stay in the mix, but this is the first time I'm checking that, and I'm super excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear what you think about the day as we go through it and how the format plays out. One of the main priorities when we designed the UDC format was to have maximum seat time and minimum downtime throughout the day. Makes it more fun for all the drivers, makes it more fun for everybody who's here spectating. There's a lot more action going on, and so that was kind of one of the main things that we wanted to have is with that it does sometimes put a little bit extra. You're driving the cars a lot more, so those guys do need to come off. So what we decided would be a good way to handle it this year is we'll do, like you said, a 5-minute like race period. If you can get on and off in 5 minutes, there's no penalty.
Yeah.
If you go over that 5 minutes, all of a sudden that 5 battle turns into 10.
For sure. Yeah. And here we go. Up around the first corner. Got a speed limit up to this up to that first line of initiation. They got the first inner clip here, which we filled out nicely. Second outer clip. Third outer clip along this wall, which the chase driver is coming up close. 2 drivers throwing out nice. Coming up to this last final zone, they finish the line right there.
Do you know either of these drivers, Kenny?
I do not.
I'm going to have to get my driver's lists up for us in a minute here. Sorry, everybody watching the stream. If I'm trying to do 2 jobs at once and keep the action on the screen, but also
inner clip. Perfect inner clip. Perfect chase so far. With a tight transition, filling out that second zone perfect. Filling out the third zone beautiful with the chase right on his door. Another tight transition. A little foul in the last zone, but chase absolutely good. Perfect chase run. Great lead run. So as you see, after their first run, they're going to switch around. There's no stopping in between battles. They switch around. They go straight through and keep going again. But there's a 35 mile per hour limit around that first corner to allow that chase driver to catch back up and get in proximity again, so he's ready for that initiation here on the straight. Here we go with our third battle.
This, I know the green TLZ out there is Nate Pena. He's been to every single round of UDC this year.
Yeah, wow. And your last one was where, you said?
So last round we were out at Affinity Circuit in Medford, Oregon.
Okay.
And that's kind of a drive for him. from, I want to say either SoCal or maybe like middle of California. I'm not from California, so I don't know what you guys call all the areas in California, but he's got quite a drive to come up here.
Cool. I mean, it's tough to make all the events no matter where they're at. You know, keeping your car in good shape and keeping it running well. I mean, it's a lot to ask for out of a driver. And probably usually not a crew at this level to keep his car in good shape. You know,
Yeah.
There we go. We're gonna switch these guys up. It's a pretty solid run. I'd like to see them fill the zones a little bit more, but as these guys go on throughout the day, they'll just get better and better in these battles and just get closer and closer. Big initiation. Nice inside clip. Chase driver falling a little bit behind. Lead driver filling the zones nice. Coming out to this third outer zone. Filling that zone beautifully with Chase catching up a little bit in the pocket, trying to catch up through this last zone. Lead fills it perfectly. Good solid run by the lead, solid run by the Chase. Like I said, these guys are just going to get better and better throughout the day. It's a simple track. We'll just see them. They were already getting better and better throughout practice. So
Yeah.
I'm just excited to see what these guys do with this track.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty new track for a lot of these guys. We had a lot of great feedback. Everybody that we've talked to wanting to come out and drive this track. You're kind of involved in the track yourself, aren't you, Kenny?
Yeah, I got involved with Alvin Gideon out here while they were doing the NorCal All-Stars events and started helping those guys out, and just I've always loved drifting and got into it on Assetto Corsa and Drift Games and started doing competitions and stuff on there and just loved to help out and figured I'd try to help out in any way I could, you know. So I figured I'd come out here and try to help you guys out. Turns out you needed more help than I thought you did when they announced it, so it worked out good. I'm glad I was out here to help.
Yeah, you messaged us a while ago and said that you'd be interested in announcing and everything, and I said, great, Hayden does a great job of announcing, but it always is very helpful to have a second person. Yeah. Well, we flipped the script a little bit, and you're taking the lead, and I'm
The
kind
second
of,
person.
yeah, but so it'll be fun. It's kind of my first experience doing very much of this. I've been on the stream a few times here and there, just briefly with Hayden. So between me over here trying to keep the angles and also see how we do. So this red car, that Infinity, do you know who that is?
That thing sounds absolutely insane.
I really
that 180
love that body style. Yeah, wow, that's
solid run, solid pace, touches line a tiny bit to keep up, but that thing's got a ton of power. What a good run though.
I'm excited to see that car throughout the day.
Definitely.
Stands out a lot.
Yeah, it's unique. You don't see too many big body four doors like that out here. There's that much power usually either.
So
it's usually in G30, G35 or more that size of body.
Our street class was kind of designed as a good place to go compete for people that maybe don't feel like they can bring a car like that to a normal comp as well.
Sure.
And Bailey and I actually met because we were both into Infinities.
Okay.
So I'm all about the big body drift cars.
Yeah, well, that's right up your alley then. You love that thing. Inside curve, just a little shy, quite a bit shy, both tires off.
You can see the Chase driver kind of giving him a lot of space there too, so this might be a time that we will see a tie down, which is something that we've maybe not talked about too much with you, but like on our points, we can either have them both do an amazing run and both get full points for their run, or they could both kind of not do great and they'll both get 2 points instead of 5 points.
Okay. So not a one more time, but basically a one more time. Just without going one more time, they'll just split the points.
one of the things that we wanted to do was get away from the 1 mile time.
Yeah, for sure. He replaces it one more time, splitting points, good straight runs, or decent runs. Yeah, I like that. Good call. I really like that. Good power off there from the lead, but seems like a little bit better run in that lead. Could have filled a little bit more of the zones, but like I said, these guys are still getting used to this track. They had about an hour to warm up, I think, maybe a little less, so they got about 6, 7 runs in a piece. So they should be getting quite a bit better as this day goes on.
Oh yeah, the amount of laps they're gonna do every single comp from the beginning of the day to the end of the day is an insane improvement for every single driver.
For sure. Like you said, it's all about seat time. I mean, just getting more and more seat time for these guys is way better than coming out, doing one battle, losing, going home. You know, nobody wants to do that. I mean, nobody wants to do that.
Right. That's another like huge thing when we designed it is like, yeah, seat time, of course. And part of the way to accomplish that is another thing that we didn't love about like a traditional elimination bracket is you show up, drive one time, do one battle, and then that's it for the day. Go back down.
That would be heartbreaking. I just.
So you were mentioning something that we see a lot of is these G's. What would you say are the most common cars you guys see out at this track?
I would say most common, no matter where you're at, is going to be a G or a 350Z.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I mean, I feel like a 350Z is basically the new S chassis. I mean, they're affordable. They don't. You obviously don't have the choice you have of S13, 14, 15. But I mean, a 370 isn't as affordable even now as an older car like an S chassis, you know. But I still feel like a 350Z are the new S chassis because there's so many of them, you know. They're so affordable. They're so basically easy to turn into a drift car. They have an LSD stock, you know. I mean, there's not really much you have to do to them to get them to be a really good drift car. You know, they have 300 horsepower stock, so they lend themselves to be a good drift car from the start, you know. And the geometry of them is really good. You know, they're low roll center. They're a good drift car from the get, you know.
Yeah, definitely. What's up, Alvin?
Alvin.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
Welcome, buddy up on the chair. Broken foot. Here, sit down, broken foot. Oh, we'll get Alvin. Anything else we do here?
I'm gonna elevate my legs.
So, Alvin, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Myself. A washed up drifter, like 30 at 37.
So you basically run the track here, right?
Yeah, so we have a partnership with running Motorsports. We partner up together. I just run all the drifting side and the controls. We also have our own events that happen here, but this has been a customer for the track because this is kind of taken over.
Yeah. Well, I'm really stoked that we got to make it out here, even though that's kind of been a process for you guys.
It has been, man. It has been. I mean, the previous lessees are not happy about us taking over, but we're trying to make it better. That's the goal here. We're trying to make a track for everyone, and it's nice to see drifters come out and drive a new layout and not be the same thing over and over again. And it's what, 2.5 hours away from Thunder Hill? Or 1 hour?
Yeah, you guys have got a lot of tracks up here in NorCal.
Yeah.
I feel like we're kind of more identified with SoCal, with where we've done most of our events, and it's like out here I've been kind of like scoping out all the tracks and everything, and I'm stoked that we came out here for our first NorCal track for sure. But it's like there's a lot of drifters up here.
There is, but I think once we get, NorCal used to have consistency where there's a drift event every weekend or every month, and more drivers used to come out, you know, but we don't have that anymore because over the years it just kind of died down. Maybe the drivers just got older and moved on and had kids or whatnot. But I think UDC has a great potential of, you know, coming back up to NorCal and SoCal and having more events.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you think about like trying different formats like UDC? I'm assuming you guys do your own comps in like a bracket style.
Yeah, so I really considered like I think it's very nice when everything's kind of like a standard operating procedure. So I think grassroots should have a format, and UDC, the way they're doing it, and listening to some of the drivers, they love it because they get more seat time, and I think a lot of these guys are getting better faster competing at UDC versus at other events where you pretty much one and done.
Yeah, we were just talking with Kenny a second ago about the like improvement you'll see in just one day of how many laps that these guys get, and competition laps, not just like a party lap.
That's key, right? Competition laps. That's what you said. Is driving with your homies, you get better only driving with them. But
Having this opportunity to be able to drive tandem with people, 10 battles for sure, is a huge deal. I mean, that could be 10 comps if you never won a battle.
that's pretty much a season in one event.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah.
So you're getting a ton of seat time and experience in one event. Even if you don't even win one battle, you're still getting a ton of experience, you know? And it's better the better drivers you're going against. So, I mean, and pretty soon, after a while, you'll find yourself being one of those better drivers, you know? And it happens quick.
But I gotta tell you guys, man, this live stream thing is pretty rad. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, huh?
I'm not normally the switcher. Normally we have X in the team, but we don't know one of the with these smaller driver counts.
Yeah. But it's hard to put the whole circus on the road, man. Its budget is everything, right? So I think this year's just a building foundation. Years to come, you know, it's gonna get better.
Huge initiation and perfect inner clip. Carrying a ton of speed around there. Chase right back on his door doing a little tentative, but beautiful recovery. Lead is going off the bank. Great round.
I'm gonna leave you guys to it. I'm gonna chill out, elevate my foot now.
Yeah, get off that foot.
Alright, I'm trying to figure out who all the drivers are still a little bit here, Kenny.
We're good. Got them California on the hood. I love it. This sounds like a V8 S13 behind him.
I was thinking the same thing.
Solid lead again. Solid chase. Down the second to last outer zone. Getting right back in proximity. Beautiful lead. Beautiful chase. Those guys are good drivers. Both these S13s.
What's your
Solid
favorite
lead.
drift car, man?
I love the S13,
Yeah.
the hatchback. I just love that car. I really like it. Look at the E46 also, but something about that S13 hatchback. Corey Heinenen's car, Dwayne McKeever's car. Dwayne McKeever's car is absolutely top for me. I just love the look of that thing.
It is hard to beat an S13 for sure.
No infinities in Formula Drift.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're lacking. I mean, a G35 in Formula Drift. There probably used to be.
I was gonna say.
Was there ever, Alvin? A G35 in Formula Drift? Was there? Yeah. All right, well, there you go.
I was gonna say, I feel like I knew about one, but
Yeah. Wow, I bet that thing ripped.
yeah, we'll have to go talk to this guy in this Infinity and kind of see what he's got going on over there.
Yeah, that
to the
thing's
fans
rowdy.
later. I'm very curious about that car.
I know they make a model that's 300 horsepower, and they make a red model that's 400 horsepower, and I would imagine that sounds like the red one. Because I believe this 350Z in front of it has 300 horsepower, and it's burning. Solid lead by this 350Z, going out this out of zone perfect. Chase driver cutting the line a little bit. Two drivers, beautiful still in these zones.
That's Chase Pena out in front right there. He, like I said, has been to every round. He's podiumed multiple times. He actually started with us last year in our, we didn't call it street class last year, it was drifting class. And he has always been a super aggressive driver. And like his progression throughout the year of doing 10 events, like you said, basically what could amount to a full season in one event, doing that 10 times over the year,
Yeah.
he's got so much experience.
Yeah, for sure. And it's good.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Wow. That's a smoking deal. Yeah. Wow. If it ran like that, yeah. It's a killer deal.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure
And
out
it
who's
looks like
coming up.
Nate
to the
Pena
line
got the
now.
win on that battle there.
I'm glad that you're queuing into that. I've got too much going on in my head to be able to hear what they're saying on the radio right now.
I'm trying to listen the best I can.
So is that a E36 coupe? Is that what that?
It is an E36 convertible,
I mean,
325. S13 just ripping down this initiation. Throwing out that inner clip though. Getting that second clip, throwing it out beautifully too. A little bit of a stutter going to the third. The 325 catching up. Trying to find the pocket, but just doesn't have the power to get out there, it seems like it. Couldn't keep a foot into the floor enough to get out there, maybe.
So for this layout, who do you think kind of has a advantage car level wise? How much power do these guys need to have to really like fulfill the whole course?
I think you're gonna, the more power you're gonna have, it's gonna be a little bit easier. The lower horsepower guys, I feel like guys with lower horsepower are gonna have to be a little bit better drivers to drive this track properly, which is good to see, because like you said, these guys are gonna get better quicker driving a layout that's a little bit tougher. Because some of these zones you have to left foot brake out of, then you brake into and get back on left foot brake soon. So I think it's gonna challenge a lot of these drivers, and I'm not sure who's gonna have an advantage, to tell you the truth. Like I said, I think the lower horsepower guys, they might have a little bit of advantage because it's a little bit smaller of a track in certain areas. It's kind of evens the playing field maybe with the zones the way they're laid out, which I like. I don't think anybody's gonna have too much of an advantage on the track. Yeah, it is so nice having this live stream to be able to.
Yeah, we're over here watching I'm getting caught up. Sorry to everybody watching the live stream. I'm just getting caught up on one angle, and I can see both of the angles. So I'm trying to make sure that I let all of you guys watching see all of the best action right now.
Here we go. G35, 325 convertible is absolutely ripping. A little shallow in that zone, but brings it out to the next outer zone. Fills it out nicely. Coming to this last and final outer zone. It's a little shallow, but good run. Solid run. I think the chase is giving just a little bit of distance there. Come around for the second run, give this G35 a lead.
So the rolling second like swap between lead and chase, what do you think about that?
I like it. I like it. It saves a lot of time, and which is absolutely necessary with the format you guys are running. with doing this many runs, you gotta figure out a way to save time, and it keeps the drivers from sitting in their cars longer. And, I mean, I can imagine on a hot day out here, especially in Reading, it gets to be 110 in the summer out here.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I mean, it gets to be 115, 118 out here sometimes. It's a lot of the times I'll look up on the hottest day of the year, the hottest cities in the world.
Yeah.
And last year it was like Iraq, Kuwait, like 9 countries in the Middle East, and then Reading. I'm not
crazy.
kidding, dude. It is one of the hottest places in the world.
I will
on the hottest
say,
days of the year.
I always thought that the Pacific Northwest was a pretty temperate place, and we went to Medford, like I said, last month, and it was so hot, man.
Yeah, dude. Something about this pocket up here, man. It just, I don't know. It keeps heat in Northern California and Southern Oregon. Getting more, I mean, an hour toward the coast, it cools down 20 degrees. It's insane. You know, this driver's Mike Stotts, BMW.
He's your teammate, right?
He is, yeah. A couple of local sponsors.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think that might be our lady driver, Callie Kern.
It is, yeah, it is. Speaking in the 350, yeah. That's unique and awesome to see. You can see women out here doing this too. I'd love to see it.
And this is her first comp, so
wow.
If you guys ever message the UDC Instagram, it's probably me talking to you. We all do get on there, but I messaged her a little bit about it, and I'm really excited to see people coming out of their comfort zone to like try out a comp.
Yeah, definitely. It's like, this is Mike's first comp. My buddy Will beat the Mount Corvette. It's his first competition. Yeah, it's great, like you said, it's a great entry point for people to come out in the competition with not too much pressure. Yeah, it's a great format.
I always, whenever I talk to people about kind of what we've got going on with them, a lot of people are not feeling ready to start a comp, but that's exactly what we designed our street class to be. It's a first comp where you can get a lot of like competition experience, low barrier to entry as possible.
And like I said, even if you lose every battle, you're still getting 20 competitive runs. You know, 5 leads and 10 leads. 10 leads and 10 chases. I mean, that's a ton of, I mean, how many runs you get if you go out on a track day? 15, 20 maybe? You know? So coming out to do this in a competition format, getting your feet wet, is something you've never done before. And, or, like you said, a guy's been to every event, you know? And you're gonna, after a couple events, you're gonna find yourself being one of those drivers that's been to a couple events, and you're getting better and getting more comfortable, and then you find yourself one of the better drivers. And, yeah, that's when it really gets fun.
So I said I was gonna try to help tell you who the drivers were. We've got Lucas Fournier, Uncle Time. You might know him. He's a local to up here in the lead right now on it, at Black S14. And then Tarek Steele is in the chase involved.
Who'd you say lead driver?
Lead driver is Lucas. I believe he pronounces his name Fournier or something like that. He's already done several of our events. He came out to our Utah Toge last year is how I met him, and I kind of got a good introduction to NorCal because of him and another driver we'll see this weekend, Jake Fleming. Okay. Jake participated last year in our comp. He got second place overall. But I'm excited to be out here in NorCal to spend some time in your guys' turf.
Yeah, it's a beautiful part of California. A lot of people think of California as crazy populated traffic. It's not like that. I mean, no, flat. It's not like that up here. There's beautiful mountains, a couple lakes. I mean, it's gorgeous up here, especially around springtime, around this time of year. Man, I mean, fall, it's gorgeous around here.
I really like the California flag on his hood.
That is pretty sweet.
So the chase driver is another one of our regulars. He's also been to every single round this
I was
year.
just going to ask you, how many returning drivers do you have per round? Couple, 3, 4, 5?
So in the Northern Series, it has not been as much, and I'm sure that part of that has to do with the distance between the tracks, whereas in the SoCal Series, they're all pretty close together.
Yeah.
So we had a consistent roster.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
and there's just a lot more people down there. I mean, regardless how many tracks you got, there's a million people down there as opposed to 70,000 up here, you know, within
right.
250,000 within 80 miles of each other, you know. I mean, there's really not that much area, or that much population around here. But like Alvin said, the drift scene around here is growing. And when I was first trying to get into it, there was maybe 5 guys up here that did, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 6, 7 guys maybe, and a couple of them from Mount Shasta. And now we have a team of 5 guys, just us. You know? And there's another group here in town called Revive, and they have 5, 6 guys on their team. So
yeah,
there's
I'm
quite a
hoping
few
that they
guys.
come out here this week. I talked to them a little bit also on Instagram. I'm trying to remember what his name was, but one of those guys was going to come out to our tailgate, but ended up having a transmission issue or something and wasn't able to make it out this year.
Where your guys' tailgate was when? Weekend before last?
First week of September, first weekend.
How'd that go?
Dude, I'll show you some footage later, and you're going to be like, whoa, that is gnarly. We can talk to Lucas, like I was saying, that's how I met him, and he'll tell you, like, the elevation change up there is insane.
What was that? Do you know the elevation change from the start of the run to start to the end? Or
like,
I guess?
The area that we have our, like, pit in, basically, is, I want to say like 5,000 feet maybe, and the top of the mountain, like, I think 9,000 feet is how high we get up to.
The 4,000 foot elevation change?
Yeah.
How long was the route? 5 miles?
Yeah, something like that.
Because you're only drifting sections of it.
Sections, correct.
Okay. Damn, that must have been quite the
wild,
process to get approved to do that.
Yeah, you gotta talk to the right people. It's quite a bit of yeah, just setting things up and everything. Shout out to the community in southern Utah that let us go out there and drift on their mountain road.
That's cool. That is super cool. Did people come out and watch?
So,
or were you even allowing that?
No, we ended up, there's not really anywhere for spectators to go up there. And so we ran it as solely a media day.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
so,
for sure.
No spectators. We did a car show, but last year it snowed out on us, and this year it rained out on us. So.
Rain's not near as bad as snow, but at least you can still drift in the rain.
Dude, it dumped hard.
Yeah, that is bad.
That's great.
The whole time?
No, just the car show.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not too bad. At least
it didn't actually rain while we were drifting.
Who are your guys? Who are the main sponsors for this series?
So our title sponsors are Prisma and NRG.
Okay.
And they have also sponsored us for both of our tailgates.
Okay, cool.
We love
Thank you, NRG.
we love the support that they give to like the whole drifting community.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you'll see them on like I want to say like half of the different events and stuff.
And they're probably the most common. They're the most common seat. They make a great seat.
Amazing seats, amazing steering wheels.
A bunch of different styles, and they're solid company.
They got a ton of like awesome little accessories and stuff too, like shift knobs, steering wheel hangers, quick release, all of it. They do everything.
I have an energy quick release in my car.
Yeah, not sure who these guys are that are coming around right now, but as they come around, just shout out also to Cage Kits. They've been behind us the whole year as well. The support that they give to the drift community is also incredible.
Yeah.
And we're big advocates of safety, obviously. Recommendation to all of our guys is that you do get a cage, and most of the guys in our street class, they don't have one.
Yeah. A lot of opportunity for Cage Kids.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
So we definitely recommend everybody to get a cage kit, a cage in your car. A Cage Kit is one of the easiest ways that you're going to be able to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
They've got pretty much any chassis that's out here. I don't know about the Q50.
Yeah. Soon to be, I'm sure.
But they probably have one for them too.
Yeah. If
They've
not,
got
they
pretty
could
much
design one, I'm sure. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, great sponsor to have too, for sure.
Looks like we got our drum back in the air. Let me find that. There we
Nice.
go. Sweet.
Beautiful.
So we've got, pretty sure her name is Callie, right? Have you talked to her at all?
I have talked to her a little bit out, just as everybody was checking in, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's her, and there's one other guy. Oh no, I think he was in the that wagon. I don't think he's competing though.
Oh, okay.
It might be his first competition too, but I think maybe someone else's first competition also. But man, I'm impressed with her for her first competition.
Yeah, props to Callie for coming out here and getting out of her comfort zone, like I said. And this is a great way to get a ton of seat time. I'm excited to see how her progress goes throughout the day.
Well, and the perks to doing this as opposed to just a drift day on the track is when you go out to the track, you're not going to have zones painted. You're not trying to hit specific areas. And you're not having someone that's comfortable leading most of the time, you know? So if you have mandatory lead and chases and you have some, and I mean, it's just a way better format. I really like this format, for sure.
Well, I'm glad that glad to hear you say that, because that's all the exact stuff that we were trying to accomplish with this.
Yeah, I mean, hitting zones is a big thing you're used to for a lot of drivers. Like I say, most tracks when you go out there, you're just going through a course layout. You're not
having fun.
Yeah, you're not zoning in on trying to hit.
You might try to like go deep, or you might try to do a specific kind of entry, or like I want to like do this kind of inner clip or whatever.
Definitely.
But it's not marked out.
No, and to go get 10 battles, I mean, on a layout is awesome. I mean, you could always do it on a track day if you had a private day yourself, but how much is a private day compared to coming out and paying for a day of this and doing battles all day? It's way more fun to do this anyway.
Just looking at our live stream chat. Sorry everybody who's been chatting. I've been like reading your stuff a little bit, but I haven't responded to you very much at all. I see that we're asking for the points. Let me try to get that set up. So this is Lucas, Uncle Seat Time in the S14, and this is that your teammate right there?
Mike, yeah.
Mike's thoughts.
Nice little shell on the first outer clip, flowing out by zone 9s.
that second, the third outer zone. Beautiful Uncle C time right on his door with a nice transition. In that last hour, dropping a tire, but still turned out nice. Good run by Mike. Good chase by C time. And we're going to flip it around. Uncle C time's going to lead. Mikey's going to chase.
Also, everybody who is watching the live stream, thanks for putting up with us kind of yapping over here. I'm not very good at play-by-play. Obviously, you have a lot of, you've done this before, right?
A couple times.
Yeah. So we'll let you do some more play-by-play, and I'll stop with the flavor commentary.
Either way. Sliding around that finish line. Solid lead by Uncle C time. Solid chase by Mike. I think that's probably going to be a tough one by the judges. That V8, those C times, that thing is gnarly. I love the sound of it. There's nothing beats that sound to me.
I'd say that's LQ, his car.
Yeah.
Normally we have Hayden on here, and he knows everything about everybody's car. And I'd love to hear that on the thing. So I was like, oh, let me see if I can remember any details about anybody.
Well, this, I know this is a V8 S13. I'm not sure what motor's in this. Huge initiation. A little wide on that inner clip, filling out that first outside zone. Nice. A little shallow in the second outside zone. S13 on the back of it, getting back in proximity in that zone, fourth zone. Back to the fifth. Lead driver filling it out nice, and that chase driver's gaining proximity in that last zone. Sure, it's hard to keep up with that V8, but just push and push. Flipping around. Coupe versus Hatch. I'd love to see it. Both one S13. Big quick initiation lead right in the pocket by the chase. On his door, keeping proximity of the lead, throwing out first zone nice, second zone nice. The chase trying to get back in proximity. Lead cutting the line a tiny bit, but throwing out the zone decently, and the chase getting back in proximity on that last zone. That might have been a spot where a little bit less horsepower was a little bit more advantageous, just because he wasn't getting as much wheel speed and as much tire spin as that chase car. But that chase car allowed to get a little bit more angle and maybe work things out a little better. But that was a solid run either way. So go to the next run up here with that FRS. I turbocharged FRS. I'm not sure what motor's in it. Maybe stock motor.
It's a KA.
Oh, it's a KA turbo.
He turboed it, I want to say a couple rounds ago.
It sounds killer. A little bit shallow initiation in the chase, a little bit wider, which gave him a little bit of opportunity to get some speed coming into the zone. That lead is throwing out these zones nicely. He was ripping it in practice too. Chase getting crossed toward the end there, and kind of fading off with the line choice. But overall, a solid run for both the lead and the chase.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. You give advantage to going into the switch.
Yeah, I believe that green car was falling a little bit behind that. The turbo car. That S13 was on his door through that initiation round. That is solid. What a transition there. Lagging a little bit behind because that transition was maybe a little too close. But filling out the zone nice, coming out this last outer zone. Beautiful fulfillment, beautiful chase. Man, that's going to be tough. Fell back a little bit after that second outer zone, maybe being a tiny bit too aggressive, but I think maybe the BRZ or FRS maybe had a little bit of the advantage there. And again, this format is awesome. We're going right into our next battle. No wait time. Get up to the line, check in, and go. Awesome. awesome.
Yeah, all action all day long.
It's awesome.
At the end of the day, these guys, some of them are like, I don't want to drive anymore.
Yeah, I bet their cars probably like, stop driving me. I'm hot. The car wash is drive their car to the cool down.
For us as the staff, it's kind of mandatory that we do have the like little breaks between the groups, because then the amount of like action that you're on the whole time, it gets overwhelming.
Yeah, it's tough to get constantly on all the time. Yeah, definitely. Oh, great lead. Fill out that second zone, but maybe a little more. Oh, solid transition. Comes in maybe a little bit shy on that transition there, but he had it. That was a great lead, though. Stayed on throttle the whole time. Great positioning. Maybe a little shallow in the second, or that second to last outside zone. Still a great lead nonetheless. And we have a little bit of advantage going into this second round here. Let's see what the BMWs can do here. Around the speed check zone, 35 in the front. A little too far outside on my initiation from the lead car. The chase car handling it well. Getting back on the throttle. Using that clutch to last on the inside. Going outside. Going a little bit too far outside. Dropping 2 tires in the dirt. And the chase just flagging back, I think, giving him a little bit of room there. You can maybe not put your car at risk this early in a competition, especially with this 10-run format. You want to keep your car in as good a shape as you can keep it for as long as you can keep it, because the more you drive, the more points you get. Win or lose, you're going to get some points. You're just trying to outlast the next guy, outperform the next guy. It's a battle of attrition, you know?
Totally. That's one of the maybe not things that we initially intended when we did it, but it just kind of developed out that way, where it's totally got a lot of endurance aspect to it.
Yeah, which is I like it. And you might have a guy that's drifting great all day and
Gets tired at the end of the day.
Gets tired at the end of the day. His car breaks down or something. You have somebody that didn't perform as well that wins the competition or does way better than they thought they were going to do because of someone else's car. You never want to win like that, but I mean,
Right.
It's just, it evens out the playing field more, you know?
And that's another reason why we wanted to do, what was I going to say, the smaller tires.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to build up your car as much. You can have a more reliable car that's going to last you all day long.
Car that's not built, you're going to break axles, or, I mean, there's a lot of different things that can happen with more traction, you know? It's just like, it's easier on the cars. You start putting a car on a 265 or something, 270, 260, or you're going to just, and it's going to be easier on the cars. The cars aren't going as fast, you know? If you bump into somebody, you're not going to slam in their door like you would on a faster track or more aggressive tire.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say tread wear. What are you? What are the regulations for tread wear?
Open regulations right now. We haven't really noticed that anybody has had an advantage on tires as far as tread wear this year. So
You might have a guy that is a better driver on 400s because he likes the smoothness of them as opposed to a 200, and they might not have an advantage because it's a softer tire. You know, I mean, there's a lot of differences in tires and preference in tire, especially on a small track like this where you're not really getting up to high speeds and you're not doing 65 miles an hour through a drift. You know.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say too. Part of our thinking when we were doing this is we really wanted to provide a path for people to obviously get started in drifting, which is what the street class is for, and then to level themselves up to be able to build a program and everything, which is what we have our Pro Light class for. And part of that is you got to be able to have a car that's going to last all day throughout all these battles.
Yeah, which is tough. Yeah, a lot. Like prepping for this weekend, we did oil cooler. Gauges in my buddy's car. We did a lot of things to prep for this event, just to keep the car running the whole time and keep it cool. And not only that, but it's good for newer drivers to do that stuff to their cars to keep their cars reliable, because I think a lot of drifting, a lot of reason people fall out of it, it's not a cheap sport to begin with, but if you start breaking your car and continuously are breaking your car, getting frustrated, it makes you not want to be on the track as much, and the more reliable you can make your car, the more enjoyable it's going to be, because you're not going to break down as much, and it's not going to be on jack stands as much, and it's a lot more fun to drive than it is to have your car on jack stands.
Yeah. Yeah, that's those are some of the principles we really like to push. That and like I said, the street class is all about like driving as much as you can, having as much experience as you can, and just having fun. The pro light class likewise, but another thing that we're trying to do is help people figure out what it takes to compete.
Well, and it's clearly a liked format by the drivers, because you have guys like Nate that are coming back every event and wanting to compete every event because they like the format, obviously, and they get a bunch of seat time, and you get to drive against good drivers. And that's the other thing I was going to say is it's not a bracket in the sense where like who you're going to potentially be battling for 4 battles to a final. In this way, you're everybody's battling everybody, so you're not just going against against a decent driver the whole time. You might be going against a pretty good driver one battle, a great driver the next battle, so you're having to not change your driving style, but cope with a different style of lead every single time. They're not doing a perfect lead every time, so it makes you learn how to negotiate your chase a lot more than if you were just battling great drivers every single battle, which, like you said, it's a great way to get your feet wet. It's a great way to start doing competition.
All right, I still don't know who these guys are, but I feel like the guy in the white S13 has been doing a lot of improving over his last. I don't know how many laps they're on right now.
He's ripping right now. I said these guys are getting better and better throughout the day. I can't. But these second group, or the same group the second time around, is going to be off the hook. Well, gentleman's 35 through here, so that Chase can get proximity again. And throttle down. Looking into the initiation. Right, the first initiation bar here, coming out this first outer clip. It was maybe a little wide on the inner clip. A little shallow. Chase driver trying to get proximity, backing up a little bit, get the lead space. Solid Chase, man. Solid lead. Maybe could have more zone fulfillment from the lead. But like I said, a lot of these guys are new drivers. They're not going to be Formula Drift drivers. You can't expect that. They're just out here having a great time. They're getting experience, which I like to see. I like to watch Formula Drift. I like to watch these guys because I like to see guys improve.
Yeah.
And that's going to be one of the funnest things to watch throughout these competitions, is watch these guys get better from the first round to the last round.
I love it, man. Just the getting to know them a little bit, getting to see their journey, man.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm just sure from just last year to this year, you see guys have gotten way better and impressed with their improvement,
Eric Kegney is our winner from last year in our 215 series, and he's on the chat right now. I think I saw him comment earlier. The amount of driving he has done is insane. That guy, before he started driving with us, he already lived at AVS. Like, he's out there constantly. But to see him come into like a new car this year was a really cool like story to watch, and like the improvement of his driving. He's always been pretty consistent, but those are the kind of stories I want to see.
Yeah.
I could name you 5 other guys, and I'll probably try to as we go throughout the stream.
Yeah.
But like, man, I absolutely love it.
Well, just like watching Mike here, my buddy in that purple car there. I think this is only his. I think he's gone to 4 track days, and this is his first competition. And I've already seen a vast improvement in him in his leads and chases just from today, because I've never even seen him chase before, and just from today is a vast improvement. From the start of today, from his practice laps until now.
I love to see that. That's so cool.
I love, I guess, as these guys come into this first clip, I love seeing these, I guess they're classic cars now. These like early 90s cars are 40 years old now, but 30 years old now. Crazy. Crazy with drifting classic cars and kids like
Yeah, I mean, all these people that know drifting because of like Initial D or whatever, like now we're out here, like we would think as the Toyota 86 would be like the classic car, but it's really these now.
Yeah, for sure. I can't believe how much a S chassis is now for a coupe. Yeah.
Oh man, I want to get one so bad. I've been
just
watching.
A bare bones coupe's like $7,500, $8,500. It's pretty wild. That's why 350Zs are taking over, because you can find parts for it. You can get one for like $4,000, $5,000. Especially the G35s. For some reason, those G35s are like half the price of a Z. It's insane. They're the same car, but it's wild to me.
Yeah, I already told you I like Infinities. I feel like it's my most likely car to just stick with for the time being. It's like, I don't have one, but that's one that I keep coming back to. I'm looking for a seat time car to go get, and that's like, okay, that's a great choice.
For sure.
Eric Kegney, who I mentioned earlier, he responded. He said, UDC is awesome. 132 full battles this season. He did both classes, and he did all of the rounds at the Southern Series.
132 battles this year is insane. That is wild. So you got to think, you do top 32, 16, 8, 4, 5. You do 5 battles if you
make it that far.
If you make it to the finals in every competition you did.
Right.
So that's like 25 competitions making it to the finals in 25 times.
Yeah.
That's wild. That is a ton of seat time. Yeah, that's why you see such a vast improvement in drivers in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, the amount of experience these guys can get is honestly insane.
I've seen this Uncle Seat Time fellow before.
Yeah.
I've never seen him drive, but here we go. He does. Ooh, that was close. That was a tight initiation. Beautiful chase. Nice lead so far. Maybe a little shallow there, but absolutely solid.
That was kind of a close call at that first.
It really was. It was tight. Things for the tight on board.
Yeah, Lucas, he's what some may consider a bit of a, he would consider himself this for sure, toge expert.
Yeah.
When he applied for Utah toge, he kind of put his resume on there. I guess he makes a lot of trips to Mexico, so.
Good toge expert.
Yeah, yep. Nate also is a bit of a Mexico enjoyer.
I love Mexico. I've only been I've been on a cruise when I was younger, but I love Mexico.
Yeah, those guys. I don't know how they can afford to go down to Mexico all the time to drive toge.
They have toges, Mexico toges.
No. Yeah.
This should be a nice battle here.
I think this is our last battle of the round. I've been trying to cue into the radio a little bit.
Goes off in the dirt there. Man, this guy's filling out these zones nice. Yeah, he's gotten quite a bit better since starting the race here. Now just follows these zones.
I was gonna say, as soon as we get a little bit of a break, I want to go. I need to get our driver's list in front of us so we know who we're talking about. But like, I'm so curious about that car. And then we've got Jeff Coonrod in front. Jeff's from Colorado, and he has driven, like probably an average of 12 hours to every single round.
Wow. That's a trek. He's a good driver. He's one of the better drivers out here, I see. More consistent drivers out here, for sure. Fill out every zone.
We'll talk about experience again too.
Yeah. I mean, if you've come to more than one event, you've got quite a bit of experience.
If Eric Kegney did 132 full battles, Jeff has only done the street class, so it's probably kind of a comparable amount between Jeff and Eric.
Man, that's wild.
More than 100 battles in UDC this year.
Yeah, that's impressive. I mean, that alone is a feather in the cap of this series, just having drivers be able to drive that much. No one else can say that. The drivers drive that many rounds, competitive battle rounds.
Yeah, it's been a great journey this year. Just seeing like the response, how many people actually want to come out and compete. Like we said, we get a lot of new drivers. Oh, we left somebody behind.
Are you guys already planning for next year?
Yeah, we actually just made our calendar.
Okay.
I want to say on Tuesday. We still have to finalize everything, but we're planning on doing just one series next year instead of two, and then we'll do shootouts. So like coming out to here next year would be a shootout rather than a part of the series.
Okay. It's the same format?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I think he's going to add some to this track and add a little pit, or add a little drift pit out here, a couple 100 foot by a couple 100 foot, not huge, but I think the plan is to add another about a half mile to this track. So I'm pretty sure that's going to happen within the next couple of years, hopefully. But we'll see. That would make a big difference, having nice flowy corners, some more nice flowy corners, and some more options to add to the track, add to the layout. There's a few different ways you can do this layout. You can do it back and forward. You can add that last kind of button hook into it, or do that at the start. You can add some to the infield here. There's a couple different things you can do, but
I saw you over here gesturing. I was like, I'm gonna put you on the screen real quick.
Yeah, the more you're out here, the more kind of lines you can make up in your head, and the more you can. And we have this track on Assetto Corsa, so we can run lines on Assetto Corsa and kind of get a feel for it in the correct horsepower cars, and it helps a lot. It helps a lot to understand, and not only that, but to have the drivers be able to come out and drive the line on Assetto Corsa on a simulator before they even drive the track. Is huge.
You suggested to me like 5 times before this event that we hop on and like check out the different layouts and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I don't have a sim, and I'm not the one that does the layout, so we were never able to have that happen. But man, I'm gonna get our drone pilot over here, Dakota, to get that track figured out. I'm gonna go to his house and we're gonna do some sim.
Heck yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, there you can access. I mean, we have Affinity. We got, I mean, what's the Apple Valley?
Yeah.
I mean, there's every track you can imagine with cars from 200 horsepower up to 1,000 horsepower VZ cars. I mean, anything you can imagine, you can drive on that. It's insane. There's car packs for everything.
Not sure exactly what they were doing, resetting the barriers over there. You can see them getting our support vehicle back in position over there. Might lose our drone here.
How many batteries you bring?
Second. Shout out to this new Mavic that Dakota's got. He's been able to stay in the air for a long time.
And shout out to Dakota. Yeah, it is pretty gusty out here. I didn't even think about that factoring in to how long the drone would last in the air. This dude is throwing this convertible BMW around.
The convertibles, especially when they look like that, are always so unsuspecting to me.
Oh, that's stupid. Yeah, that S13 with that V8 power. Whew. There's a dude competing tomorrow named Chris, and like I said, my buddy in the Corvette tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be some door-to-door driving. Because I know some drivers that are driving tomorrow that are pretty good. It should be pretty wild.
Yeah, the Pro Light is always
steps it up just a little bit.
Yeah. The guys at the top, especially, like that end up in the finals.
Yeah.
There are always just incredible battles because these guys have probably already battled each other 2 or 3 times by the end of the day.
Yeah.
If they're in the finals.
Do any guys do both?
Yeah. So Nate, who's pulling up to the line right now, he normally doesn't do the street class.
Oh, okay.
He just knew that there were more spots open than we normally have.
Yeah.
And he's got a really good chance to either podium or at least get to the top 10 in the street class.
Yeah.
In the Northern Series.
Definitely. So then, like we were saying before, you're having that the final round is at Pikes Peak.
Yeah.
And that's the final round, and then all of the winners from previous rounds are coming there.
Yeah. So the top 10 from the Southern Series, we already know who they are.
Okay.
And they all got invited to come out to Pikes Peak for the Sunday day. They will compete with the top 10 out of these guys up here in the north. So basically, top 10 in the north versus top 10 in the south. Battle royale to win a trip to Japan.
Oh boy, that's gonna be awesome, man. Wow. Yeah, that'll be unreal. So what does the trip to Japan consist of?
So they're based out of Australia, and so their package includes a flight from Australia normally. Obviously, that wouldn't apply to us, so they changed that flight from Australia to a flight to from here.
Okay.
And then they have like a full 10-day itinerary of usually like 3 to 4 track days.
Wow.
From what I understand, hands off, so you don't have to like worry about doing all of your maintenance on the car and that kind of stuff. They'll go to Up Garage and all the like car culture stuff, and then they'll do just Japanese culture tours as well. We'll go to hit some temples and cities.
That'll be an experience of a lifetime, dude.
Yeah.
It really will be. My parents lived in Japan when I was younger. When they were younger, my dad was in the Navy. They just loved it. They're the nicest people. Beautiful country. Yeah, that's gonna be an experience of a lifetime for somebody.
Yeah.
With 2 people.
With 2 people, yeah. Oh, they got 1 more lap. I was gonna say I heard this was the last one, I think. So.
There you go.
Got Callie in the lead here.
Said this is Callie's first event. I spoke too soon. It's
Announcer's curse, man.
Man, I had to say something. Finishing this chase though.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
As if it were a solid lead. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Even touching a little bit of dirt. Solid though. I think we got one more battle.
I did see there's a couple of, there's a pair lined up out there, so
There's
we'll
one more
see.
pair.
Our drone ran out of battery, so
It is a Mavic.
we're looking at your beautiful face right now.
It is a Mavic, so I believe it will just softly float to the ground. Oh, so gently.
Oh,
and
looks
it
like
is the FRS and the BMW. And here we go.
This is the
Last battle. The first round. We grab a little break and then come back with the same group again.
Probably come back in about an hour to.
Here we go. Mikey throwing a huge initiation in. Filling out the first zone, beautiful. Tiny bit shallow on the second, but carrying speed into that third. Little pop of the e-brake. Solid chase coming back around. Here's the flash outside zone, getting crossed that last outside. Solid lead, solid into the chase. Gonna slide back around here and see if this BMW can keep up with that turbocharged power.
Yeah.
So we do have a turbocharger for Mike's car. We're gonna
really?
put on after this event. Yeah.
Nice.
He bought an all-wheel drive Beamer. We went to go get it for $5,500.
Huh.
The dude said it ran. We got there. The car wouldn't start. So we left. Oh, and dumps it in the first outside zone. Maybe a little too much left foot brake, but we're going to finish out with this lead here.
That was a good battle, honestly.
A solid lead. Outside zone. Beautiful. Mike's just going to finish it up here. Oh, I forgot I was talking.
Turbocharge that thing.
Oh, yeah. So we got that. So we came back to Reading. The dude calls Mike 3 days later and says, hey, if you guys want this car, I'll give it to you for $4,250. And he wouldn't take $5,000 the weekend before. So he's like, all right, we'll come get it. So we got it for basically the price of the turbo kit. And it was a full all-wheel drive Beamer. So
hard to beat that.
Right? Yeah, so we're going to turbocharge this car after this event, hopefully. If the motor will take it. Put a little bit of PSI into it.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
It will. Doing a ton of work.
Thank you for the first session, everybody that tuned in with us. We will come back in an hour. I want to say it's 1:45 right now.
Yep.
So we'll be back at
2:40.
We'll start the stream at let me see. We'll start the stream at 45 minutes probably. Just start off the commercials. Tune back in shortly after that, and we'll bring you back into the action.
All right. Thanks for showing up, guys.
Thank
See
you
you in a little bit.
everybody.